Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Manuchehri Show. We are live here and it's going to be gorgeous this weekend in Seattle. I'm going to get all those plants that I bought that have been sitting in the rain into the ground this weekend. And Charles will be helping me, which means he'll be digging holes, in various places.
I could have used him last week.
Oh, really? Oh, did you guys get your flower beds or your
did
vegetable
the raised
beds?
bed last week. I am still sore. Almost lost a finger. No, I did. It was pretty rough out there.
Oh, wow.
Tough in the streets, in the garden, I should say. Tough in the streets.
Yeah, these homeowner projects, right? They can be a lot, right?
Well, that, and I'm working on my house. I'm trying to,
Right.
flip it around, and
Yeah.
it's like, and I do all that work there. Then I run back home, and we did three-quarters of a yard of soil.
Wow.
Did a raised bed, brought the family over, grounded or pounded in some rebar.
Wow.
We're good to go. I'll show you pictures.
Okay, yeah, I'll see the pictures. That sounds great. But it's going to be gorgeous in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that you're looking wherever you are in the world at the time of day or the weather so you can get grounded and in your body, become present, because energy work, consciousness, and awareness works triple fast if you're present. So we're taking calls today.
Yes, we are. Sorry, I was trying to adjust my screen over here. Am I ready?
Sorry, am I rushing
okay.
you? Am I rushing
No.
you? No. Okay.
877-825-8828. 877-825-8828. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Me too. All right.
We'll
take Hazel calling in from the Redmond area. Hi, Hazel.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Hazel, I love that name, by the way. I hint to my children, future granddaughters. Someone could pick Hazel. Mimi would be very happy.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe there will be a new one. That
Yes.
you'll be able to.
Yes. Oh, there's going to be new ones. I'm telling you. I mean, my children are great procreators. I'm telling you.
It's what's in the water over here.
Yeah. It's. So what can I do for you? Thank you.
Okay. Well, what issues might you see in my neurological system and how to heal? I am concerned, one, with a lifelong condition of time agnosia, which is like time blindness, and it makes it very difficult to estimate the passage of time. Also, I have these weird dizzy spells that with some head pressure, and there is low blood pressure that runs in my family and some vagal nerve issues. But anyway, that's just a little background. But one time when you did a reading for me on air, you did mention sparks coming off of my.
You do. You have a few
crown.
sparks coming off your head. But instead of looking at this time thing, which I think is really cool, and doctors crack me up that they'll diagnose anything as a disease, which is really hysterical to me. Because, time is an illusion and it doesn't really exist. And you could be an individual who actually doesn't see time. That's a good thing. It's kind of like on Earth, we get very upset when people are dyslexic. And really, a lot of people who are dyslexic, they just learn differently and they see the world differently, which can make them extremely creative and unique beings if we looked at it from a positive perspective. So I want you to stop looking at this diagnosed disease more as an asset and a very positive awareness that you naturally have that is actually more normal than the way that most people look at time.
Interesting.
I think that's going to change everything for you. Go ahead.
Thank you for that. And how do I then, show up on time and actually not ruin my career and relationships?
Right. So there's a really good answer for this. And because I teach this to students when I'm teaching them about psychic ability, I want them to not look at their clocks and stop making lists. I want you to start running your own biorhythm. Like everyone has a biorhythm, and our biorhythm actually knows how to show up on time, believe it or not. I mean, sometimes we do need to do some slight recalibrating. Like apparently I was taking too long to get to the studio for a little while there. So I'm not curling my hair anymore before I come to the studio because I don't really have enough time. I just don't have enough time. So, but I want you to start following your biorhythms. That's what I want you to start doing, which means your natural time. What you're trying to do is to run you're trying to run time with the rest of humanity. Most of humanity is exhausted, overworked, unhappy, eating inappropriately, not, like, oh, I have to eat 3 meals a day. I want you to start following your own biorhythms and start listening to your own body. And then you're going to show up wherever you need to be on time, like 98% of the, okay?
Okay. So you don't think medication, because there's ADHD medication
No.
that can sometimes help. You would
No.
not recommend me do supplementation or anything like that?
Supplementation, sure. Especially if you've seen a naturopath, there is a wonderful supplement, but again, you need to ask a professional, right? HPA Adapt, it's really nice. It relaxes people's
Yes, I do
energy.
take that actually.
Oh, good. And what
Yeah,
milligrams
I
do you
like that.
take?
Well, I take 4 of those tablets in the morning, but lately I've been feeling a little anxious, so I cut it back down to 2.
But do you know what the milligrams are per tablet?
Oh, I do not know, but it is HPA Adapt.
Right, but it comes in all different types of milligrams,
Oh,
like
really?
25,
I didn't
50,
know that.
100. Yeah, so I would look at it. But
Okay.
4 should be a good amount, even if you're taking 25. You could be then taking 100 milligrams. But see, that's where I would
Huh.
love a professional who really knows what dosage is good for your body or could add more supplements to it. So
Right.
that's what
Okay.
I think would be great. And we do have the naturopath that our family attends to and our friends is on my website. So you can just get on the website, look under
I
the
will check it
referral.
out. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So you're good to go. Everything looks lovely.
Okay.
There was one complaint you had though that I did find interesting.
Okay.
What was it? So the time thing I don't care about. There was one other thing. What was it?
Oh, the dizzy kind of head
Dizzy.
pressure.
Yeah. So the
Kind of
dizzy.
like
Yes. Do you drink enough water?
I mean, probably not.
Yeah.
And this, the last episode happened when I was traveling. I'd just been up all night packing, and then I had to rush.
Yeah.
And
You
I
don't
was,
get enough sleep. You're busy. People
Mhm.
can get dizzy. Yeah. So make sure you're hydrating really well.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you,
Have a
Maria.
beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Hazel, for joining the show from Redmond, 877-825-8828. It's a good day, and within the first 5 minutes of the show, you get called out. All right.
I didn't call
That's
you out.
between us two, Jen and I.
Okay.
We know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What?
You look
Okay.
gorgeous
Whatever.
no
Thank
matter
you.
what.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
Very
that's what
sweet.
we're
Yeah. He's
saying
supposed
that.
to say that. Yeah. Okay. So who do we have next?
Perry from Tennessee. Hi, Perry.
Hi, how
Hi,
are you?
Perry. Good. How are you?
Hey, thank you so much. I've taken a couple of your classes and I've called in a couple of times.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
I do have a private scheduled with you in like a year.
I know. I'm sorry.
A little over a year.
And we're going to open up our 2024 calendar very soon as well, because I think we're booked out for the rest of 2023 as well. So what can I help with you today?
Well, today, and disclaimer, I just drank a large Dunkin' Donut, so my energy is probably all over
It's
the
okay.
place.
I'm
I
actually
can
having
feel it.
some machine coffee. It's
It's
like
just as good, but
yeah.
she's in the radio world too, like us. So she knows what she's doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So please don't worry.
Yeah.
It's okay. You don't need to have the disclaimer. What can I do for you today?
Well, I'm really calling because relationship
Uh-huh.
issue with my daughter, and I know what you
You know what I'm going to
see.
say because you're very intuitive. You know this, right? Like, I love your energy. You have wonderful energy. Have you thought about working in the multisensory world?
I have.
Yeah.
I have thought about
I
it.
think it would be a good idea for
I'm
you.
not very confident with it, but I have.
Well, you
thought
have to
about
like do it. You have to try it. You got to take some
Yep.
classes perhaps or whatever,
Mhm.
but I would recommend that you do. You just have perfect energy for it. You have this beautiful grace. It's very non-judgmental, which is really important. A lot of people don't realize that when you work in the spiritual realm, you can't be judgmental. Even though I'm very direct, I honestly don't care what people do. I just feel like I have to give them the information that is given to me, and I tend to seek fast and directly, right? But I don't, people get to do what they want. I'm going to appreciate and love them and value them no matter what, which you do. You do that naturally, and you love energy, and I think you can even see it. I think it would be great for you to work in the multisensory world. Okay, so even though you know what I'm going to say about your daughter, go ahead.
Well, do you see that we will ever be reconciled, or are we just going our separate ways for the rest of this incarnation?
I do think you will reconcile. Does she have children yet?
No, she's 18.
Yeah, well, that's good. We're glad she doesn't have children yet. But that's what it's going to take. She's going to have a baby. at some point, I'm assuming, or marry someone who has a child, or, I don't know, something's going to happen and she's going to have children in her life, and she's going to go, uh-oh, uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh man, this is really hard. Gosh, my mom is way nicer than I am even. And she's going to apologize to you, and it'll be lovely. So, but here's your homework assignment, so that you can even make this potentially happen before she decides to have a child, if indeed, that's what happens. Like, I don't know if she'll just get children in her life from a relationship, or if she'll birth them herself or adopt them or whatnot. But I want you to start telling yourself that you are a wonderful mother over and over and over again. You can make it a what if question all day long. That's going to make her start to look at you in a different way, because you're hard on yourself and you take responsibility for everything, which not one person is responsible for everything. In relationships, everybody has an aspect of responsibility.
I think my son died by suicide almost 2 years ago,
so
and that's
sorry.
kind of what. But he had left me. He was so. To me, his soul was very advanced,
Mm-hmm.
and he had left me a book of Paradise Lost, and in the inscription he wrote, "To the best mom that ever was, my mom."
I love it.
I love you. Yeah. So I accept what has occurred, but it really put a damper between her and my relationship.
Well, everybody needs to blame someone for certain things, right? Or wish that things were different. But I mean, clearly he didn't even blame you. He was making his own decisions and choices. So, but I'm very, very sorry for your loss, and I'll look for him in just a moment. I mean, I can kind of see a shadow standing next to you. He's very handsome, by the way, a very good-looking guy.
Yeah, he was.
He was. Still is, by the way. But what I want you to do is I want you to start valuing and appreciating yourself, because you can easily throw yourself under the bus, and your daughter kind of is attracted to people who will be that way. She likes to slightly beat up people, not just her loved ones, but even others. She is judgmental, in my opinion, but she's also really young. She's going to change over time, I promise you. But if you start saying, what if I'm an amazing mother? What if I'm an incredible mother to yourself often, your daughter's going to start energetically looking at you in a different way, because your energy is going to say, I'm a wonderful mother. And then she's going to go, oh yeah, she's a really good mom. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, when was the last time I called her? So it's going to just create, and with other people in your life too, other people are going to treat you differently and be more respectful to you. Your son loves you to pieces, and he wants me to tell you, thank you so much for respecting my choice. That's what he says to you. I mean, you would much prefer that he be here, even with all the challenges that he created. He created a lot of challenges when he was here, by the way. He did. He made life difficult for everyone, not just himself. And these are the words he tells me. And, but he says, thank you so much for respecting my choice. He goes, we can't go back. We can't change it. I know you love me. And I know you also respect where I am right now. And you only wish me the very best. And he said, that means everything to him. So good job. That's perfect.
I love you too, Doug.
Yeah.
And I love you, Marie.
And that's perfect parenting, by the way. It's unconditional. That's wonderful. Congratulations. Okay. You're welcome. Have a beautiful day in Tennessee.
Thank you. You too.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Perry, for joining the show. 877-825-8828. We'll take one more before our first break of the hour. And it's Jennifer from Northern California. Hi, Jennifer.
Oh, hi, Marie. Hi, Benny.
Hi.
Hello. What can we do for you?
Marie, I was wondering if you can read the fifth layer of my auric field and see what my highest timeline has me doing with my natural gift.
You're so cute. So yes, you've obviously taken a class of mine. We're talking about, the fifth layer of the auric field, which is your life purpose. And what I look for is how aligned someone is with their life purpose. So I'm drawing it out right now. Great question, by the way. You are about 90% filled out. That means you're on track. You're moving forward. I even can see the energy moving in a positive direction. Your mind isn't 100% there, but that doesn't have to be the case. I think what's really going to help you in these next several months is Jupiter moved into Aries, and Aries is a fire sign. And Jupiter, of course, is this benevolent planet of luck and, wonderful aspects. And Aries energy pushes people. It's again, it's a fire sign. And I think it's just going to help you to stay on track and not get disappointed. Does that make sense, what I'm talking about so far?
Absolutely. And I'll look into more of this astrological signs too. So I
Yeah.
can really understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so you're 95% on track. That means whatever you are discovering about yourself, please continue doing so. And it is everything about intuition. That's what you love, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you love something, it's supposed to be in your life. And I don't mean like a little bit, like a lot. It's supposed to be in your life a lot. It's a part of who you are. That's how the universe is helping you to determine what's in your best interest. So
Okay.
keep it up. You're on track. And now you've got the prosperous, supportive energy of Jupiter and Aries pushing you. Okay?
Yes. Okay. So focus on intuition. What if I could clearly hear my intuition or see?
What if my intuition is on fire and I understand every pulse of it? Okay?
Woo, okay.
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 All right. The
Thank
general
you,
is
Maria.
better because we don't know all the gifts that people have. You're very, very welcome. Okay. Have a good
All
day.
right.
All right. Bye-bye.
You
Yeah.
too.
Thanks, Jennifer, for joining the show. 877-825-8828. We'll take our first break of the hour. We'll be
Okay.
right back with more from Marie.
If you've been thinking about joining my Greece retreat, but you realize that it was all sold out, we now have a few slots available. So if you'd love to go to the stunning, gorgeous, somewhat private island of Syro, Greece, the second most desirable island in all of the Greek islands, then you definitely want to go to energyintuitive.com and start communicating with my office so that you can participate and manifest your dreams into reality. This is our second time going to Greece. We will be there for 7 days. We swim, we go on boats, we have incredible food, we do daily physical activity, and of course, we learn powerful teachings to help you manifest your dreams into reality. So if you're interested, you better hurry up. There's only a few slots left. Go to energyintuitive.com.
Have something important to say? Want to help improve our world? Need to promote your business uniquely and effectively? KKNW is the answer. Our staff helps broadcasters and podcasters create professional sounding audio. Bring your talent and let our experts help you craft a radio show or podcast that best delivers your message. Learn more at 1150kknw.com. That's 1150kknw.com. KKNW, talk variety that's live and local.
Being a teenager is tough. There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Washington's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the Washington Interscholastic Activities Association and the Washington State Secondary Athletic Administrators Association.
The Marie Manuchehri Show is streamed live over the internet. So if you have friends or family members living outside of the Seattle area, wanting answers to life's questions, encourage them to listen to the show and to call into the show to talk with Marie. If you are interested in receiving guidance on an issue in your life, call Marie locally at 425-373-5527 or toll free at 1-877-825-8828 for her insight into your situation.
Alternative Talk 1150. It's good for what ails you. This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here and it's gorgeous in Seattle. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I bought this really pretty white lilac tree. So I'm going to be planting that this weekend.
It smells really good.
Oh, it
don't they?
smells
Yeah.
so good. I was just hoping my gardener would stop by and dig out the huge laurel bush that I want to I want to get rid of and put the lilac tree in, but he's not responding. He must be really busy. So I'm going to have to be out there hacking away at the laurel bush. Oh, maybe it'll just come out easily and see if one of my neighbors wants it or something. Yeah.
Just walk down the street and say, "Hey, what are you doing with your truck?" I got an idea for you.
Yeah, right?
Well,
Yeah.
hitch it right up there and yank it out of there.
Oh, that's an idea too.
I mean, it works, but
yeah. I think I'll be shoveling the
all right, that
yeah.
works too.
Yeah.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We will now take Dan calling in from Virginia. Hi, Dan.
Hi there. Hi,
Hello,
Marie.
Dan. Hi. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Great. Thank you. What can I do for you?
I'm very glad I got through. Thank you. Are you okay with a financially related question?
Of course. I mean, I know you, so finances are not really an issue for you, but I'm happy to answer those questions for you as well.
All right. Thank you. So I'm trying to make a real estate decision. I've had a condo in the Pacific Northwest that I've had as a rental for years, and I'm just trying to decide whether to sell it and buy another investment property on the East Coast somewhere.
Where
And if
you
I
are.
do that,
Mhm.
Pardon?
More closer to where you are.
Maybe not that close. Just, that's part of the dilemma is where to buy if I do this.
It's a
And I'm
really
really on
good
the fence
question.
on all of it.
Well, you do have a great rental investment here in the Pacific Northwest,
I do.
right? You could even raise the rent. I'm sure your renters would not want me to say that, but you could even raise the rent, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in other words, in my mind, what I'm seeing, there needs to be another benefit for why you're going to take it out of the Northwest because you've already made the purchase here. I'm sure the property has increased in value enormously since its original purchase. It's really easy to rent here in the Northwest, and you can charge, an amount that you would like, correct?
Yes.
So there's not, unless you want some of the cash out and buy in a different part of the country where you would pay less for a similar property. Is that part of what you're thinking about, or does that not play?
Yes, I could do all of that. That would be the part of the benefit of doing it.
Okay. So here's what I would recommend. I would recommend find a place that you like, that's fun, that you would like to visit occasionally, because maybe, eventually you would not have renters and you could have a second home and you could Airbnb it in some fun place that you really like. Hello?
Yes, and I visited Fort Lauderdale last week to check that out in that context. But it was fun, but it didn't really. Still, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I know you do take a little while to make a decision, actually. But how about even Austin, Texas?
Interesting.
There's music, it's fun, there's still warm weather. It's a liberal part of the world and the only liberal part of Texas, I think. Besides a few college square feet around some universities, But that could be really fun for you. And because I think you're looking for even like some outdoor life, nothing crazy, nothing super crazy, but something fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think you should visit Austin, Texas.
And thinking toward being able to move into it later on.
Yeah. So really what you still need to do is keep traveling around. Luckily, you're not going to lose your investment anytime soon here in the Northwest, right? It's not going to happen. People can't even find houses in the Northwest, unfortunately, to purchase. So take a little bit more time, but I would go to Austin. I think you would like it. It's the first place I saw when you started talking about it.
Interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Right? Do you like music?
I do.
Yeah. So it's kind of like going to Louisiana where there's like tons of music venues and
great nightlife.
Right.
Well, day life too, all life.
Right. But. Yeah, all life. And people playing, and wonderful musicians coming to town and playing. So I think you would really like it.
So South Florida didn't come to mind at all.
It did not.
How about South Carolina?
Yeah, I like the Carolinas. I wouldn't get too close to the water in the Carolinas. So make sure you're on a high bank or, just views only if that's something that you're looking for. I like the Carolinas. I do. I think they're lovely.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Does that help answer your question?
Yes, I appreciate your feedback as always. Thank you
Oh,
very much.
great. You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
You too. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
thanks, Dan.
this is a perfect example how all of my clients, because Dan has been a client actually, throughout the years have asked me every question under the sun and trained me really, really early on things that I never thought I would ever even consider knowing an intuitive answer with. So I really thank my clients
Yeah.
for training me because I am self-taught. So it's
Good
really
plan.
lovely.
Good
Yeah.
plan. 877-825-8828 for the Manuchehri Show. Should we give out some little information real fast about the Greece event?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, I think we have one spot left, on
One,
the Greece.
people.
Yeah. So,
One.
yeah, so we're going to be leaving soon, towards the end of June. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
We're going to be focusing on manifesting, and we've already given everyone their form to fill out, by the way, because I want to know what they want to create. I gave them each one thing, but then the backup plan in case sometimes you create things when you least expect it. So you could create something while you're on vacation and then you think you're done, but we'll go on to the next one. So I'm very, very excited about manifesting. It's one of my favorite topics. I'm actually even right now leading a pilot course with some people that I invited into a manifesting group. I have 10 people in a pilot course that I may actually turn into a larger course. I don't know. We'll see. But we're having a lot of fun. And most of them have already manifested the thing that they wanted to manifest. And we're not even done with the class yet. So it's very, very exciting to learn really important tools and techniques of manifesting forever because you're going to use them your entire life. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's now take Helena calling in from California. Hi, Helena.
Hi.
Hi,
Marie and
Helena.
Jenny. How are you?
We're great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad I got through. Thank you so
Yay.
much for all the information that you give us.
Of course. What can I do for you?
So I'm looking for just a general what you see, because I heard Suzanne say the other day something about if you're meant to do mediumship, you'll have a partner, a spirit guide partner that's just for mediumship. And
everyone's a little bit different. Like I love Suzanne, by the way. I think she's incredible. I think she's really wonderful. She's amazing. She's one of my favorite people. I don't have that, at least not consciously. I don't have a person that I communicate with for any of the work I do. I believe that I talk to everyone's guides and I talk directly to dead people, honestly, and God. I really believe my greatest connection is with the divine source. That's just my perception. So I guess in a way, I do have a partner in a way. I think it's creation. But I don't think that, I think it's good to try out all the different styles and see which one works for you and which one you like and which one makes you happy. And perhaps what she's saying is true and I can't see that aspect, but I wouldn't let, no matter who is teaching you, I wouldn't let what we say be a determining factor for you. We're going to find out a lot about energy work and consciousness and mediumship moving forward that even I know nothing about. I really feel like we're in the infancy of consciously understanding the multisensory world. That's what I believe. And we're going to learn all kinds of things. But there's nothing wrong with having a helper or a partner. Many intuitives have beings that they feel comfortable with and they align with their energy. And that helps them to have the experience. I kind of feel like, again, I'm talking to God. I'm sure Suzanne is too. She's got very high, powerful energy, really beautiful. And I just believe all of our guides are kind of hanging out and sharing experience or our higher levels of consciousness. So does that help with...
Well, I guess my real question was, how many spirit guides do I have, and are they helping me to do that specifically?
Well, you have a lot of spirit guides. You also have quite a few archways. You've got 8 archways. Almost all of them are open behind you. So you're in a powerful moment of connection, if you will, and transition and movement and expansion. Within each of the archways, you have an additional 50 guides. I'm trying to count your guide number. I think you have 18, although the number doesn't really matter as I am getting more clarity about it. It has a meaning to me, like 9 is a completion number for you because 18 equals 9 in numerology. And so that means you're not going to have many more lifetimes on Earth. Like you're kind of done with Earth. You're like, okay, it's fine here, but Why is there still poverty and war where I'm one of those people I can't wait to come back, oddly enough. I love Earth so much. So you have a lot of guides right now. Anything that you want to do in the multisensory world that makes you happy. That's the way you find out what you're supposed to be doing in life is, does it make you happy?
Right.
That's the question you want to ask yourself. If it makes you, and I mean really happy, like so incredibly happy, then that is a sign you are on the right track. You're moving forward. And all of this makes you extremely happy. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay. So why don't you make a what if question? What if I am meant to be a multisensory person and I'm doing an incredible job here on Earth?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a gorgeous day.
You too.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
All right. That was a good one.
That was a good one, right? So joy is the answer. That's why I became a nurse. I walked into a hospital and felt enormous joy, even though, again, it went against everything that I was raised with, because I was raised to believe in only holistic medicine. But yet, when I went to the hospital to work, that's when I discovered I was psychic. So the universe has a plan for everyone, and everyone is naturally gifted and talented at many things, by the way. And you want to follow your joy. That's where your passion is. That's where your gifts are. And stop using your mind. Everyone who's listening, don't use your mind to analyze and process these things. Your mind will never understand it and will think that it's really weird forever and ever and ever. The mind is not a good foundation of accuracy for any aspect of your life. Just balancing your checkbook and making sure you're putting the right gas in your car. That's it. That's it.
That.
Yeah.
And getting plants for the garden.
And getting well, still you have to feel the plants.
I tried.
Like when I go plant whatever I'm going to be planting today, besides the lilac bush, I'm going to go, so where do you want to be in my garden?
Yeah. Do you talk to them?
I
Good.
do,
You
of
should.
course. And then I'll see some place in the garden and go, really? Okay. And I'll put them there and they're going to be super happy.
Pick me, pick me,
Yeah.
pick me.
Exactly.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Let's now take Lisa, who's calling in from Gig Harbor here in Washington State. Hi, Lisa.
Yes.
Hi. Hi, Marie. Hi, Benny.
Hi.
Hello. What can we do for you?
So I was hoping if you could help me connect with my guides and maybe getting some tips on how to take my intuition to the next level. I really feel like something's shifting. Like during the eclipse, I took the time to take a bath and I had this profound energetic experience afterwards where I think it was like Kundalini. Like I could look down at my body and see it vibrating.
I love it. I love it. So you're supposed to get into this place often. So intuitives do that. We don't just wait till something happens. I mean, yes, we can do that if we want to, but we literally put ourselves in places where we have multiple sensory experiences all the time. That's what we do. We do our very best to recreate our ability to be multisensory all the time. So like you had that experience in the bathtub. I would try to recreate that experience or ask, can I please have some more multisensory experiences? I have it in the shower. Have we washing dishes? Water is really powerful. You don't have to wait till a super blood crazy eclipse in Scorpio to happen every, I don't know how many years that's going to occur.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So you need to kind of open up the doorway. Like the door is open, but you need to step into it instead of, okay, I'm waiting. Where is it? Where is it? You have to step into it, which means you have to run your energy high. And the eclipse obviously was a really high energy experience for you. It made me actually super, super tired. But for you, it was a really high energy, but you have to recreate those high energy moments for yourself. You have to seek them out.
Okay.
That's why a lot of that's why a lot of intuitives rest. They meditate, they go on walks, they provide themselves with opportunities to stay in that energy as much as possible. And that's all you have to do.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Really easy.
It is.
It does. It does.
It's so easy.
It's frustrating because I feel like, the intuition kind of comes and goes and is a little bit elusive, but I see what you're saying where if I connect to recreate those types of experiences, that will help with not losing my connection.
Like if I were having a personal experience in my life and I needed an intuitive answer, until I could get out of my head and rest and be in some sort of expanded place, I won't even bother asking the question. I won't even bother because I know it would be a complete waste of my time. So, and I can tell when I'm in resistance where I won't go do that, or if I go do it, I forget to ask that question. I know I'm in resistance about something. I'm like, oh, that's funny and interesting. It's a good observation. But yes, don't even try to use your intuition until you're in that space. And then what you're going to do is really expand that feeling, and you're going to love it so much. You're going to recreate those moments over and over and over again. And then your intuition is just going to naturally bing. And then you're going to be in that energy all the time, or most of the time.
Want. I feel like there's a shift getting ready to happen. Like I feel like I've been practicing for so many years now that I feel like something's going to happen soon.
Well, let's get rid of that getting, because you're in a way you're manifesting still like it's going to happen. Let's get rid of that. What if it's happened? What if it's happened and I am in powerful, intuitive, consciously aware, incredibly accurate energy and information all the time?
Yeah.
That's your new what if question. And notice you have resistance towards it. You went, oh, okay. You have resistance towards it.
No. The last what if that you gave me helped me so much.
Good.
And
this is a long one. This is a long one, but the podcast will be up later on today, and you can listen to it. It won't take long. I promise it won't take long. A couple of weeks, and you're going to be going, oh, this is amazing. You're going to love it.
I'm so happy. Thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
Marie.
Have a great day.
You.
I love you
Thank
too. Bye-bye.
Thanks very much, Lisa, for joining the show from Gig Harbor, Washington. 877-825-8828. We're at our second break of the hour. We'll be right back with more from Marie.
How can Marie Manuchehri help you create a better life? Check out her events page and attend a workshop. Working with Marie is a life-changing experience. If you want to find an effective way to make significant improvements in your life, sign up for a class today at energyintuitive.com.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Washington high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at a Washington high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the Washington Interscholastic Activities Association and the Washington State Secondary Athletic Administrators Association.
If you've been thinking about joining my Greece retreat, but you realize that it was all sold out, we now have a few slots available. So if you'd love to go to the stunning, gorgeous, somewhat private island of Syro, Greece, the second most desirable island in all of the Greek islands, then you definitely want to go to energyintuitive.com and start communicating with my office so that you can participate and manifest your dreams into reality. This is our second time going to Greece. We will be there for 7 days. We swim, we go on boats, we have incredible food, we do daily physical activity, and of course, we learn powerful teachings to help you manifest your dreams into reality. So if you're interested, you better hurry up. There's only a few slots left. Go to energyintuitive.com.
Make it a great day. Keep your dial on Alternative Talk 1150.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in really gorgeous Seattle. We're taking calls. And we talked a little bit today about judgment. If you want to work on your intuition, you will have to release judgment. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to like eradicate all of your belief systems. I mean, that would be really nice if we could all do that and just be like these effervescent, floating, highly aware, conscious, completely accepting beings. That would be amazing. You could have your own personal likes and dislikes. You've all heard me talk about mine. But when it comes to other people, our job is to respect their own place in the world, their own situation, even if we don't agree with it or we don't want to participate in it, we can still, love and honor and bless them no matter what they're doing. This goes a long way to helping your seventh chakra, which absorbs energy from the multisensory world.
Perfect. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Her website, energyintuitive.com. If you want to know more about her events and things going on the calendar, that's where you need to hit up. We will now take, looks like Judy calling in from Vancouver. Vancouver, it says Canada. Is that right? Yep. Okay, just making sure. Hi, Judy.
Hi there.
Hello, Judy. How are you?
I'm good. It's nice to speak with you again, Marie. And yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you.
Oh, good. So the last time we spoke, was it helpful?
It was. It was. I'm what ifing all over the place to get out of my. And I'm redoing your first series, and we're with a partner, and we're on module 4.
Are you talking about the Shift Network then, the first class that I taught?
Yes. Right,
Yeah, great. Yes.
And we're on module 4. And from what you said earlier on this call and what we're going through, you had said something. It was, once you learn something on Earth, you never have to learn it again.
Yes.
And so I have a two-part question.
Okay.
One is, can you learn and move on from something you wanted to learn in a current lifetime?
Of course. Yeah, of course.
And, sorry?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so you don't have to continue that struggle of once you are aware of where you're at or intuitively.
Right. And you can tell where you're at because you're either not attracting that anymore into your life, so you're not having to relearn it or educate yourself on the topic. You just don't attract that any longer. So that's shows that it's moved through your consciousness into your belief system. You've shifted your vibrational system. You have a different belief about yourself and what you deserve. And so you don't attract those experiences any longer.
So where I'm at right now is most of if I'm here to learn struggle, which is
no, nobody's here to learn struggle. No one is here to learn struggle. Everyone is here to learn joy, self-love, manifestation. Struggle is a belief system that humans have that is inaccurate. Okay.
Great, thank you. So I'm working to move towards joy and raising my vibration towards joy. And your work, your courses are definitely helping me do that. And most of my I'm going to say symptoms, for lack of a better word, are on the left side. And you mentioned that the left side is about receiving, and it's the feminine energy. And that's where I'm out of balance. And I've been aware of that for a while. So what I'm wondering is, what can I do to increase that receiving energy and rebalance my body in order to manifest everything that I desire in this lifetime? And then the second part is a general reading of my energy, if you can, or if my spirit guides have something.
Yeah, we won't be able to cover all of those things. We have a lot of people waiting for phone calls. But the left-hand side of the body, or just anywhere in the body, my favorite technique is to, sit in a chair first thing in the morning. Imagine that all of the pores are open on your body, all of them, and you're just taking in energy. You can visualize it. You could feel it. You could imagine music's coming in your body. Whatever you want to do, you want to act like a sponge and just for like 15 minutes, just every day, to get your body into that vibration. Your energy is excellent, by the way. You don't have a leak anywhere. So I really think you have to let go of hyper focusing on your symptoms, because that's part of your problem. You don't stop thinking about them or talking about them or trying to fix them, and you really need to stop, because that's not receptive. That's you leaking energy. It's going outward. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And when I'm receiving, and I thank you for that practice in the morning, am I receiving it through into all of my chakras? Because you mentioned once about, because we're on the 4th chapter or the 4th module, that, for empaths to stay out of their, try and spend more time in 1, 2, and 3. So am I pulling it into all of my chakras, or am I?
So you're overthinking this, Just
Okay.
be a sponge. Don't try to control anything. Don't worry about anything.
Relax.
And just let it go where it wants to go too. Just have fun being a sponge and just taking it
Oh,
in.
thank
Okay.
you. It feels so good.
And thank you for listening to the class. I truly appreciate it. It's been a really great delight to teach on the Shift Network. So thank you.
I'm missing it.
I know. Well, we'll be back in the fall. We'll be back in the fall again, teaching a
Just a
whole
short break.
nother,
Yeah.
a whole nother series.
Yeah. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks, Judy, for joining us from Vancouver, Canada. 877-825-8828. We'll now take Kat calling in from North Bay, California. Hi, Kat.
Hi.
Hello, Kat. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you could tell me if my guides have any messages for me.
Well, they always have messages. Guides talk to the beings that they guide all day long.
Little chatterbugs.
They are little chatterbugs. And Susan Giesman reminded me of this because I forgot because it's just normal for me now, but they're very loving, so incredibly kind and loving. And this is why people have a hard time hearing their guides, because most people are highly self-critical and unkind to themselves and their brain. And so they don't always raise their vibration high enough to hear the love and compassion and joy and pleasure that the guides are transmitting to the people that they guide. So they're always talking to you. But you want to know what they are saying? Is that what you want to know, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking because they're really almost laughing between themselves right now. So I know this sounds weird. Radio is one of those places where you can't have space, but I'm waiting to get into the conversation a little bit. You have about 9 guides. They're mostly masculine in energy, which means you need to be more masculine in your energy, not as passive, or you need to be a little bit more aggressive in life. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now they stopped talking and now they're all looking at me. They all have beautiful eyes. They all look like men in physical form to me. They're all tall. They look like 6 foot. They kind of remind me of like lumberjacks. They're just really strong, beautiful eyed men. Some of them are wearing plaid. Don't ask me why. I think they just are trying to hone in on that masculine energy for you so that you start to be more aggressive in your connection. And you have great points of view. You understand life better than most of the people in your own community or the people you hang out with, but you don't say anything. You don't add to the conversation. You just act like you agree, even though you don't agree. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is what your guides are telling you. And their recommendation, or mine or ours, I don't know really at this particular moment, is that you start speaking up in your community. This could be friends, lovers, children, the neighbors, and choose to be around those people who agree with you, who support you, who appreciate and value the information that you want to share.
Okay.
So you're in a major transition of personal power. Major.
Yeah.
And so that means you have to follow through. And I know it's scary. And you might even want to make some notes on some 3x5 cards and carry them around with you so that when the topic comes up again in your community, you're all prepared with answers. Okay? Okay. Does that make sense? You're welcome.
Do I have any leaks or anything like that, or?
No leaks.
Perfect.
Okay.
No pass-throughs or anything like that?
No pass-through. Yeah. You're trying to find a problem. There isn't one.
There's no
Don't
problems.
make it.
No
Don't make a problem.
You're perfect.
Last time I called, you said I had a pass-through, and I was like, what does that mean? And so I was just checking if I had done
No
enough because
pass-throughs.
I've been doing a lot of work.
Well, it
so
shows you've done a great job. And pass-throughs are minor. They're not even real leaks, right? They're like a minor situation of energy. But no, you don't even have that. Okay?
Perfect. Yay.
Okay.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Have a good day.
Thanks, Kat, for joining the show. 877-825-8828. And let's now travel over east to Boston. We have Julie joining us. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Benny.
Hi.
Hi, Bree. This is Julie.
Hi, Julie. What can I do for you?
Long time client,
Oh.
and the last time we spoke was in August, and it was right before my mother passed.
Oh, I'm so sorry that your mom passed.
Yeah. So
How are you doing with all that?
I'm doing okay with that.
Good.
I'm doing okay. I wonder if she's nearby or has any messages. We weren't especially close when she was alive, and I'm sorry to say that, but
That's
from a
okay.
perspective.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the other thing is, I'm moving to Virginia very soon to be with my love, and
Oh yeah. Okay, now I know who you are. I couldn't totally recognize your voice, but now I know. That's exciting. Congratulations. It's a long time coming, so I'm really happy for you. And I'm so sorry that your mom passed, but here's what I'm hearing from your mother. She says, "I wish we had laughed more."
Yeah.
She goes, "I just wish we had laughed more." And she doesn't have it in that sad, this is terrible. She has it in more like, "Honey, that would have been so fun." And so she's inviting you to do it now. So whenever you have any jokes going on or something's really funny for you, reading some Twitter feed and it makes you crack up, like this whole Elon Musk Tesla guy is cracking me up, who he's going to buy Twitter now. He's not going to, which I actually hope he doesn't. I mean, it's just hysterical to me. Like, it makes me laugh. But whatever makes you laugh, go ahead and start talking to your mother, as if she's in the room with you, because she will be. And just start laughing with her, because she would love to have that. Your mother has what I would call, which happens a lot when you cross over, it's almost a little bit of amnesia. Like things weren't great in a particular relationship, but you don't remember all the ins and outs, and you don't care. You're just ready to go and play and have fun. And she would love to play and have fun with you. I know, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting. So please laugh with her and have fun and have a great move to Virginia.
Yeah, the other thing was just about what can you tell me about the transition and with my daughter? I still haven't told her 100%. This is my daughter that I called you years ago about. Like, I haven't told her that I'm actually moving, that I bought a house with Joe, and I'm just afraid that she's
Of what?
Freak out.
Well, if she freaks out, that's her problem. She's an adult. You're an adult. You get to do what you want.
I know.
So she doesn't live with you, right?
Right. She's with my ex.
Yeah. So I think you should tell her and let her have her own experience, and don't react to it. Just go, "I love you. You get to have your experiences, but you're an adult. I'm an adult, and I'm moving."
Bang. Just like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've maybe made more of a deal about this than I should, but she's always going to the emergency room, and
But you can't be responsible for that, right? She wants to have these. She loves to stay in victimization, and I'm so sorry that she does, but she does, and you're not responsible for that. And adults get to live wherever they want to and have the experiences that they want to.
Yes.
So
yes, you're so
someone
right.
or someone or some of the people can start helping after you move out.
Yeah. I know. I go just back and forth on it. Like, I just love her so much. I'm going to miss her, but then I can't wait to be away from her because she's exhausting. Yeah.
So I think you need to do some what if questions. What if I allow myself to express who I truly am, no matter who it is, and I feel comfortable and confident with all of my life experiences? Hello?
That sounds good. That
okay.
sounds good.
I would practice that for, a couple of weeks if you have that much time before you tell her, so your energy can be different, because she might surprise you. When we change our energy, people around us match our vibration. So when we're in a vibrational lack about anything, love, safety, wealth, people will match our vibration, and that doesn't help the situation. So we're trying to get different outcomes, but we're not shifting our energy ourselves, so then we can attract a different experience. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I'm really looking to just enjoy my life. Like, that is what I want to do. I feel like I'm just going to go there and let go of all the things that aren't serving me and just focus on doing my energy work and
do it.
But I want you to change your energy before you go. Moving doesn't change energy. You change your energy first, especially before you move, if you want to have a completely different experience in a new location. So you need to work on that. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Have
you so much.
fun. All right.
And she can also practice with someone,
Right.
just on the way she involves herself, maybe to have some trial
I think
runs.
that's a really great
Sure,
idea.
why not, right?
Have someone act like her daughter's
Yeah.
being unhappy and hold the energy no matter what. That's a great idea. We should have a class on this, energy practices, how to hold your energy no matter what the circumstances are. That's a really great idea. I like that idea.
All right, quickly, one more before we have to
one
leave. I know
more?
it's going to be Trisha calling in from the local area, Seattle. Hi, Trisha. Make it quick.
Hi. I can't believe I actually made it in. Hi, Marie.
Yay! Hi, Trisha. Congratulations.
So I'm just wondering if you have any messages from my guides or my parents, the people that have gone before me.
Well, other than your parents, most people don't really hang out with us. People always think that, all of our ancestors are connected and we have to do all this good work for our ancestors. No, nobody really cares, honestly. They just go and have their own experience and they just don't care. But your parents are clapping. So I'm assuming something good is happening in your life or something just recently great happened or it's about to happen because they're just clapping very forcefully, which is really nice. Is that true? Did something happen? And we have to be quick. Benny's playing the music.
I'm not aware of anything super duper happening.
Okay,
Maybe
so
it's coming.
maybe it's
Yeah,
coming. So I would use that what if question. What if something super duper, to use your words, wonderful is happening in my life? Okay.
Okay.
All right, I would do that. But your parents are clapping, so that's a good thing.
You got it. Thanks. Sarah,
Okay,
we
I
gotta
have to go. All
Yep.
right, thank you everybody for listening to the show. Joyful blessings and fall madly in love with you. Bye bye.